So, habe die Ehre, Leute. Wieder eine neue Runde CSI. Und uns erwartet jetzt Episode 4, also der 4. Fall. Und zwar Vergebliche Liebesmüh.
Vic's name is Jessica Marnier. She's a temp secretary. Car wash's owner knows her, says she comes in every week.
But just to wash her car, right?
Right. Miss Marnier didn't strike him as the kind of girl who did drugs.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Something tells me that the outside of the car is the only place that's clean. Before we get down to it, what's the status on your partner here? I heard Huntby talk to the sheriff.
He did. And the sheriff talked to me about conducting a formal review of our DNA testing protocols. Which I did. Nothing is compromised.
But I'm sure that won't satisfy the feds.
They can satisfy themselves. We've got more pressing matters to deal with. Right now, let's leave the vehicle where it is. So that means we'll only have full access to the front seats. When we have the coroner pick up the body for autopsy and impound transport the car back to the garage at the lab, we'll be able to finish processing the rest of the car wash.
That's the victim's roommate over there, named Veronica Carver. The owner of the car wash called her. All right. Well, I'll run our victim through the database, see if anything pops up. Let's get this done by the book, you two.
Okay, also, wir haben wieder ein Mordopfer. Und wir müssen das natürlich wieder untersuchen. Und als erstes, da ich gleich mal sagen,
the surveillance camera is aimed at the car wash's entrance. If it's working, it must have caught our victim driving in. I'll check with the owner.
da ich sagen, dass wir die Dame da befragen.
Hello, Ms. Carver. We're from the Las Vegas Crime Lab. We just need to ask you a few questions.
Okay, sure. I mean, of course. I'm just a little, shaken. I see death all the time, but never like this. Never someone I was close to.
You see death all the time?
Oh, that sounds awful, doesn't it? I mean, I'm a registered nurse. I'm sorry if I sound a bit out of it. It's just that when the guy here at the car wash called me about Jesse, I'd just gotten off working a double. He called me around 9 p.m., by the way, if that's important for you. Drugs? I really don't know. Maybe some pot occasionally.
Pot. Never anything else. You know, Veronica, it'll really help if you tell us the whole truth.
Okay, I've seen Jesse use cocaine a few times, but just recreationally. This is Vegas, right? Sometimes you do stuff you don't exactly write home about. Yeah, I knew about her little road trips. Jesse told me she liked to come here because she just loved the sound the brushes make as they clean your car. I guess they sound pretty damn good when you're stoned. I wouldn't know. Jessie seemed like she could handle it, But all those drugs... Oh, who was I kidding? I should have done more to try to stop her. I should have tried to help her. But I only tried to mind my own business and pray she got better. Jessie's my roommate. What was my roommate? We live like 10 blocks from here. Just Will. I mean, his name is Guillermo Rice, but everyone calls him Will. He's an old school friend of mine, and he's Jesse's boyfriend. Oh, God, how am I going to tell him about this?
Thank you, Ms. Carver. You've been very helpful. Go get some sleep. We'll be in contact if we have any more questions.
Also, wir haben erfahren, dass die Jessie, also das Mordopfer, Drogen genommen hat. Okay. Dann werden wir mal das Auto untersuchen. Da ist nix.
The GPS holder's empty. Might still be around here somewhere.
Da können wir irgendwas machen. Ja, ich würde sagen, wie schaut's denn aus mit Fingerabdrücken? Und so ein Hammer.
We've got a usable print. Probably our victims. We better run it anyway.
Okay. Und nix. Dann habe ich da Spritzen gesehen. Natürlich ein Beweisstück.
If our victim OD'd, then that may be our murder weapon.
Und da ist das GPS.
This GPS unit is broken. I'll take it back to Archie and see if he can recover any data from it. Our victim might have gotten into convulsions and knocked the GPS out of its holder.
Okay, ich glaube, wir haben alles hier, oder? So, was haben wir denn hier da? Das ist der Fingerabdruck. Und da ist die Spritzen. Gibt es da vielleicht einen Fingerabdruck? Gibt es sogar.
Well, it's definitely been used.
Okay, und am GPS haben wir da irgendwas? Scheinbar nix. Gut, dann da ich sagen, wir schauen nochmal ins Labor.
I'll call down to the coroner's office to arrange for the body to be picked up.
Ja, und wir kennen das. Das ist jetzt schon den Ablauf. Wir müssen die Sachen untersuchen. Und als erstes da ich sagen, machen wir die Fingerabdrücke. So, da haben wir den von der Halterung. So, 5 Punkte markieren. Und er hat was gefunden. Aha, wer ist denn das? Manuel Molines. Wegen Drogenbesitz und Drogenhandel ist er schon mal abgelockt gewesen.
So the fingerprint on the GPS holder isn't Jessica Marinier's. It belongs to Manuel Molina's. And according to Mr. Molina's arrest record, he's no stranger to possession and distribution of narcotics. Right now he's on parole, so we have an address for him. I'll have Brass pay him a visit.
I've completed the autopsy on Jessica Marnier. Come on down when you get the chance.
Also durch den Mr. Molines haben wir schon mal den ersten Verdächtigen. Aber wir haben noch einen Fingerabdruck. Und zwar von der Spritzen. Keine Treffer. Gut, da haben wir nichts sehen. Okay, als nächstes da die Song. Schauen wir doch mal in die Leichenhalle zum Robbins. Und fragen wir den, was der gefunden hat.
Hi, Doc. What you got?
Your victim's COD probably won't surprise you. Acute myocardial infarction caused by intravenous ingestion of benzoyl methylecgonine and morphine. Based on liver temp, I'd say her time of death is somewhere between 8 and 10 this evening. I did recover some skin cells from under her nails. Here they are.
Ach so, er hat Hautzellen gefunden unter den Fingernägeln. Die werden wir dann auch untersuchen.
The pattern of the bruising is very suggestive of a 4+1 on both arms.
Fingers on one side, thumb on the other.
Someone held your victim hard enough to leave an impression. I'd say very close to the time of her death. Tox indicates high levels of benzoyl methylecgonine, but you know it better as cocaine. There are also toxic levels of morphine. This particular drug combo you might also know better as a speedball. Inflammation of the tissue inside the nasal cavities is definitely consistent with recent habitual use, and dare I say, abuse of cocaine.
So Jessica Marnier may have been looking to kick her high up a notch.
Yeah, because it's all fun and games until your heart stops. Yes, it is. You know, this may be nothing, but your victim's medical records indicate that she was right-hand dominant. So you'd expect to find any injection points along her left arm, not her right. But maybe she was just desperate for a good vein. Obviously, I can't say anything with absolute certainty, but what I can say is the bruising and the injection site are not inconsistent with the passenger inside the vehicle around the time of your victim's overdose.
That passenger may be Manuel Molina's. We need to talk to him as soon as possible.
You're also going to need Jessica Marnier's DNA and prints.
Hey, I just thought you should know. Something strange has come up with Agent Huntby. No one can find him. It's been 48 hours, so the feds are asking me to put out a bolo for him. I don't know what's going on, but it's not good. I'll let you know if I hear anything else. Also, we didn't have any luck finding Manuel Molina's at his home address. Got a bolo out on him, too.
Impounds delivered Jessica Marnier's car to the garage. I want you to process it very carefully. I also want us to go back to the car wash and make sure we didn't miss anything. Now that the vehicle's gone, we can process the rest of the car wash. Let's take a better look at those brushes.
Okay, der Wagen ist weg, der ist in der Werkstatt. Den können wir vielleicht auch noch genau anschauen. Dann wollen wir uns jetzt mal genau die Bürsten anschauen. Und was sollen wir da finden? Nix. Oder? Halt, da haben wir was.
Red fiber. The employees here wear red jumpsuits. I'll see if I can get a sample for comparison.
Okay, wir haben eine Faser von einem Stoff oder so gekriegt. Und was haben wir da? Was soll das sein? Im Abfalleimer ist nichts. Okay, jetzt haben wir eigentlich alles, oder? Oder gibt es da noch mehr? Jetzt haben wir die DNA von den Fingernägeln, die Fingerabdrücke von der Jessica und die Fasern. Die werden wir uns jetzt gleich mal genauer anschauen. Laborwerkstatt, da können wir dann auch noch hinschauen.
I've got that sample from the red jumpsuits the employees wear at the car wash.
So, erstmal wieder Fingerabdrücke. Und da werden wir mal die von der Spritzen mit der von der Jessica vergleichen.
Jessica Marnier's fingerprints may be on the syringe, but it doesn't completely explain why she may have injected herself in the right arm when she was right-handed.
Okay, das ist natürlich unlogisch. Wenn sie Rechtshändlerin ist und sie dann in den rechten Arm gespritzt hat. So, als nächstes die DNA von den Fingernägeln. Ach so, wir können keine Analyse erstellen. Das ist schlecht. Haben wir denn Chemikalien?
looks as though Jessie Marnay used this syringe to inject herself with a lethal cocktail of cocaine and morphine.
Okay, und jetzt schauen wir uns nochmal die Fasern an.
Fibers don't match. You know, the owner told me he just replaced all the brushes in the car wash, so anything on them that isn't from an employee is probably something that was deposited there very recently.
Also die stimmen nicht überein. Gut. Was haben wir noch? Nix. Also da die Song, schauen wir mal in die Werkstatt.
The owner of the car wash has kindly provided us with their surveillance footage. There was only one camera, but it might have picked up something useful.